Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the last time a rapper's voice stopped you in your tracks. I'm talking about that wild instant when their tone, their inflection, their pure vocal presence made you start the track again and again. Now ask yourself if you feel confident that your current rap voice could do the same for a potential fan. If the answer is no, this is the video for you, because as YouTube's most subscribed channel on teaching the science of how to rap, we're confident that these 5 tests will tell you exactly whether you have a good rap voice or not. And if you don't, we'll provide the answers on how to fix it. Now, before we begin, if you are ready to get a more personalized, structured coaching program on how to improve your rap voice, click the first link in the video description to get, as a free bonus on that page, our Rap Voice Mastery course, which will teach you step-by-step how to go from amateur to professional in rap voice. With that said, let's get into the first step on how to know, right here, right now, if you have a good rap voice or not. Starting off, the single biggest indicator separating beginners from advanced rappers lies in vocal inflection. Meaning, are you skilled in adding the correct ups and downs, fluid emphases on the right words throughout your rap? For example, listen to any artist considered among the greatest of all time, from Tupac to Eminem to Kendrick Lamar, and you'll notice they all share one crucial characteristic: dynamic vocal control. Each has mastered the art of changing their voice's pitch, tone, and intensity to create memorable performances. Tupac was known for his intense, passionate delivery, Eminem for his ability to shift between playful and aggressive tones, and Kendrick for his chameleon-like vocal transformations. On the other hand, the telltale sign of an amateur rapper is monotone delivery. This shows up in 2 common ways, either rapping with constant loud intensity in an attempt to sound confident, or delivering every line with the same flat, lifeless energy, what veterans might call the dead fish approach. Both styles indicate a lack of vocal control and artistic maturity. So the issue isn't just about sounding unprofessional, it's about limiting your creative potential and making your music less memorable to listeners. Now, to test your inflection abilities, start by recording yourself performing a verse. Listen back and ask, do you vary your vocal tone throughout the performance? Can you identify at least 3 different voice modulations within your verse? If every line sounds identical in terms of pitch and energy, you've identified your first area for improvement. Pay particular attention to how you emphasize important words and phrases. Does your voice help tell the story, or is it just carrying the rhythm? Now, I've found that a practical way to develop better inflection is to use visual cues in your written lyrics. When writing bars, incorporate formatting changes to remind yourself where to modify your voice. This could mean stretching out certain words in your written lyrics to indicate where you should extend your delivery, using bold text to mark words that need more intensity, or capitalizing sections you want to deliver with higher energy. These visual markers serve as a roadmap for your vocal performance. Even if you prefer to rap without written lyrics, you can achieve the same effect through visualization. Practice imagining certain words in different colors, using these mental cues to trigger voice changes while you perform. This technique is particularly useful for freestyle sessions where you won't have written prompts. Top-tier artists often use this method instinctively, creating mental patterns that help them maintain dynamic vocal performances even when improvising. Once you master inflection, you can test things by going even further in the next section. Next up, while self-assessment is valuable, nothing beats direct feedback from listeners. That's why we've added the head nod test, a classic approach to evaluating your rap voice through others' natural reactions. And this method works whether you're performing in person or through video calls, making it accessible regardless of your location or local hip-hop scene. The beauty of the head nod test lies in its focus on involuntary reactions rather than verbal feedback. People often try to be polite with their words, but their body language rarely lies, especially when it comes to music. This unconscious feedback provides more reliable data about your rap voice than asking someone directly what they think. Here's how to conduct the test effectively. First, select a track where you feel confident about your vocal performance, preferably over a strong beat. The quality of the instrumental is important here. You want to eliminate any possibility that a negative reaction comes from the beat rather than your voice. When you play it for someone, watch their reaction in 3 distinct phases. The first phase occurs at the initial beat drop, typically within the first 5 seconds. Most listeners will instinctively react to a good beat with subtle head movement or a slight smile. This establishes their baseline engagement. Next comes the voice entry point, occurring between 5 and 20 seconds. This is the crucial moment. When your vocals begin, observe any changes in their natural rhythm. Do they maintain the same level of engagement, or does their energy shift? A strong rap voice will maintain or enhance their initial connection with the track. The final phase is the extended listen, stretching beyond 20 seconds. Watch for sustained engagement. Strong vocal performance keeps listeners locked in past the initial curiosity phase. If you don't have a recorded track ready, you can apply this test to freestyle performances as well. The challenge here is maintaining awareness of your audience while performing, but this skill becomes easier with practice. Watch for the same physical cues, head movement, facial expressions, and overall body language. A compelling freestyle performance will capture and hold attention despite the lack of production value. When observing reactions, several key indicators signal success. Consistent head nodding or body movement typically indicates strong engagement, while maintained eye contact or focused attention shows you're holding their interest. Natural smiles or reactions to clever lines, coupled with listeners leaning in or moving closer to hear better, suggest genuine connection. You might even catch people unconsciously mouthing your lyrics, a sure sign of impact. On the other hand, watch for warning signs: breaking rhythm or stopping head movement, shifting focus to other activities, forced or polite smiles, physical distance or leaning away, and perhaps most tellingly, checking phones or showing other signs of disengagement. In the next section, we'll give another way to use the audience to test if your rap voice is solid or not. The true test of your rap voice often comes in spontaneous performances where the stakes feel higher and the pressure is real. Understanding how to navigate these situations isn't just about technical skill, it's about maintaining composure while simultaneously performing and reading the room. This dual awareness becomes particularly crucial when you're trying to build a fan base or prove yourself in new environments. Consider the various scenarios where your rap voice will be put to the test. Family gatherings where relatives might challenge you to prove your commitment to music, cypher sessions where other artists are evaluating your skills, social situations where friends introduce you as the rapper to new people, instantly creating expectations. Each of these scenarios presents unique challenges, but they all share one common thread. They require you to deliver quality performances on demand. The key to mastering these situations lies in understanding the psychology behind them. When someone asks you to rap on the spot, they're often testing more than just your vocal abilities. They're assessing your confidence, your preparedness, and your ability to engage an audience. Some might hope to see you stumble, while others genuinely want to be impressed. Your rap voice needs to be ready for both scenarios. Developing this readiness requires a systematic approach to practice. Start by recording yourself in different environments, quiet rooms, noisy spaces, while walking, or even in uncomfortable positions. This variety helps you understand how your voice adapts to different acoustic situations and physical states. Pay attention to how your breath control changes, how your projection varies, and how clearly your words come through in each setting. The ability to instantly switch between different vocal styles becomes particularly valuable in these situations. You might need to adjust your volume and clarity based on the environment, shift your energy level to match the audience's mood, or adapt your delivery style to complement unexpected instrumental choices. This adaptability doesn't come naturally. It needs to be deliberately practiced and refined. Create specific drills that simulate real-world challenges. Practice transitioning between aggressive and melodic delivery within the same verse. Work on maintaining your vocal character while increasing or decreasing your volume. Experiment with different microphone distances to understand how your voice projects in various settings. These exercises build the muscle memory and confidence needed for successful, impromptu performances. However, you'll consistently want to be checking that you sound good when recorded, which is what we'll discuss in the next section. While getting feedback from others is crucial, the foundation of vocal improvement lies in systematic self-assessment through recording. Professional artists understand that the voice you hear while performing often differs significantly from what others hear. This makes recording and playback analysis an essential tool for developing your rap voice. The key is establishing a consistent recording practice that helps you identify both strengths and areas for improvement. When establishing your recording routine, start by creating a controlled environment. This doesn't mean you need an expensive studio setup. Even a quiet room with consistent acoustics can serve as your testing ground. The goal is to maintain consistent recording conditions so you can focus on the changes in your voice rather than variations in recording quality. Use whatever recording equipment you have available, but try to use the same setup each time to ensure your comparisons are valid. During your recording sessions, experiment with different approaches to the same material. Take a single verse and record it multiple times, each with different vocal inflections and energy levels. This might mean delivering the same lines with varying levels of intensity, changing up your pitch patterns, or modifying your pace. The goal isn't just to find what sounds best, but to expand your understanding of what your voice can do. Pay particular attention to your vocal dynamics throughout each recording. Many beginning artists fall into the trap of maintaining a single energy level throughout their performance, either consistently loud or monotonously quiet. Professional-grade vocal control requires the ability to move between different energy levels naturally. Practice transitioning between intense and subdued delivery within the same verse, noting how these changes affect your overall sound. When reviewing your recordings, listen for specific elements that indicate progress or need improvement. Focus on clarity. Can every word be understood clearly? Monitor your breath control. Are you maintaining steady breath support throughout your lines? Check for consistency in your tone. Does your voice maintain its character even as you adjust your delivery? These detailed assessments help you develop a more nuanced understanding of your vocal capabilities. The playback analysis phase is equally important as the recording itself. Listen to your recordings in different environments, through headphones, on speakers in your car, or through your phone. Professional artists know that their music will be consumed in various settings, and your voice needs to maintain its impact across different listening situations. Pay attention to how your voice sits in different acoustic spaces and adjust your technique accordingly. And last, you'll need to put it all together into what we call a vocal identity, which is what we'll discuss in the final chapter. The development of a distinctive rap voice goes beyond basic technical proficiency. It's about creating a sonic signature that instantly identifies you as an artist. This process involves both conscious development and natural evolution, but it can be accelerated through structured experimentation and careful self-assessment. The key lies in understanding how to systematically evaluate and improve your vocal characteristics while maintaining authenticity. Consider the way iconic artists have developed their signature sounds. It's not just about having a unique voice, but about understanding how to use your natural vocal characteristics to their fullest potential. This might mean emphasizing certain aspects of your accent, developing particular vocal tics that become part of your style, or finding specific pitch ranges where your voice carries the most impact. The goal isn't to imitate others, but to discover what makes your voice uniquely effective. Recording analysis plays a crucial role in this development process. When listening back to your recordings, focus on identifying moments where your voice sounds most authentic and compelling. These moments often occur naturally during emotional peaks in your performance or when you're deeply connected to the content you're delivering. Pay attention to the specific vocal techniques you're using during these peak moments. Aspects like pitch variation, rhythm patterns, or tonal qualities that make these sections stand out. The development of your rap voice should also account for sustainability. Many emerging artists fall into the trap of adopting vocal styles that sound impressive but can't be maintained for entire songs or performances. Your voice needs to be both distinctive and sustainable, allowing you to perform consistently across different contexts and durations. This means finding a balance between your natural speaking voice and your performance voice, ensuring you can switch between them comfortably without straining. Context awareness becomes increasingly important as you develop your voice. Different types of content require different vocal approaches, and mastery means being able to adapt while maintaining your core identity. A storytelling track might require subtle, nuanced delivery, while a high-energy party song demands more aggressive projection. Your vocal identity should be flexible enough to handle these variations while remaining recognizably you. Practice sessions should deliberately explore these different contexts. Create exercises that challenge you to deliver the same content in multiple styles while maintaining your authentic voice. Record yourself telling a story both conversationally and with more theatrical delivery. Try performing high-energy verses at different volume levels without losing intensity. These exercises help you understand the full range of your vocal capabilities while identifying the sweet spots where your voice works best. With that said, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and we appreciate your time here with us at How to Rap. Peace until the next time.